Hey, welcome back to Model Mania. I'm your host, Brandy Thomas. Of course, we are right here inside the Artists United Network studio at Soulful Illusion Studios. This is a very special day, guys. We are live right here during our very first model boot camp. I think it's really going great. What do you think, Jade?
I think it's going great so far. I don't see any issues coming up. I see the girls doing absolutely fantastic. All the power poses they're hitting. I think they're learning a lot today.
And of course, I am with Miss Jade Stoner. Jade is a model, SG model. If you don't know what that is, it's Suicide Girls. And of course, she does some local modeling as well. I like to say that Jade is like the posing guru. Because she just poses very, very naturally. So Jade is here today helping our models pose and just kind of helping them through their photo shoots and just instructing them, critiquing them, all that good stuff. So tell me a little bit about posing for you. What's something that like on set is a must-have that helps you run fluid through posing?
So when it comes to posing, I have learned that if it feels uncomfortable, more than likely it looks fantastic.
You guys have heard me say that.
If you're bending and you don't realize it right away, but you start making natural triangles with your body, and believe me, geometry actually really helps in photography. It helps bring so much to the pictures, and it is really helpful.
Yeah, I agree. I like to tell models, and I'm sure that you probably do this, and tell girls that you mentor to do this, that you should practice and learn your body in the mirror, because there are certain poses that you may feel so silly doing, but when you see it in post production, it is one of the most amazing photos probably that you took the whole set, and it probably felt so silly to do. So how do you do you practice new posing in the mirror, or how do you come up with new fresh poses for photo shoots?
I do practice still now after 5 years of doing modeling full time. I still practice in the mirror. I set up my phone with my selfie ring light, that way I can actually see in real time what my body is doing. I can adjust as I'm taking pictures.
So not only do you practice in the mirror, you take photos as you're doing it as well.
Absolutely.
Very smart. Okay. So we have a Tawny. She's with Taylor Shay's Talent. She does that with some girls, especially during COVID training. She said that she would take photos, and that way she could show them so they could see their posing. Very cool. Okay, so tell me, what's something you hope to achieve today just helping the girls? What's something you hope they leave here and learn from you?
I hope they leave here with confidence.
Ooh, yes.
I want these girls to love themselves in the skin they're in. You know what? Every one of us are different. Yep. Our flaws might actually be our biggest attributes.
Yes.
We don't see it, but a photographer on the other end, they might truly see that, hey, she might have a little dimple in her cheek. But you know what? That makes you different. That makes you stand out.
And you may hate that dimple. Like, I've hated it your whole life, but somebody's going to recognize you for that. You're totally right. That's something 100% that I preach is be comfortable in the skin that you're in. Used to, the modeling world was very cut and dry as far as your look and your size and your height. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still categories where there's certain requirements that must be met in certain looks that are desired. However, I think modeling in general has become very accepting of all body shapes and sizes and skin colors and nationalities and cultures. And for me, that is amazing that a little girl can look at a model and man, I'm gonna get emotional just talking about it. And I don't even have daughters, but she can look at someone and say, wow, she looks like me, and aspire to do something great with her life.
Oh, absolutely.
So Jade, tell us a little bit about your modeling career. How long have you been modeling? How did you get started? And what's your favorite thing, I think, about modeling?
So my favorite thing, let's start with that. Okay. My favorite thing is getting to be an inspiration for young models. As you can tell, I have blue hair.
Yep.
I am covered in tattoos. My job as a model is to make everyone feel included, even in a world that tells us you're not okay the way you are. Every day you have to wake up and you have to love yourself. You are in the skin you're in. If you want to modify it.
It's not going anywhere.
If you want to modify it, feel free.
Yeah.
Like all day long, go for it. But you can't let that stop your modeling career.
Agree.
You know what? A lot of photographers, when I started having tattoos, they're like, oh, there's no room in this world for tattooed models. My goal was to prove them wrong.
Yeah, no, and I think that's wrong. I 100%. Now, are you gonna do runway and Vogue and things like that? Maybe not, right? Some of them are a little bit pickier, okay? And that's just being honest. But I 100% think that there is a huge genre for tattooed alternative models, and so many girls don't realize that. So,
well, not only that, there's places like Playboy where we would think there is no room for tattooed models. Let me prove you all wrong. 2000, I want to say 14 or 15, they actually accepted their first fully tatted model to Playboy.
Very cool.
Which just opens the world of possibilities, because for the longest time, Playboy was one of those companies that you had to have no tattoos. You had to, be a size 0 and have
big boobies, yep, we get you.
Unfortunately.
And blonde hair probably, and yeah.
And I actually just read through the application not long ago, looking at it for myself. And you know what? Tattoos is no longer an exclusion.
Yeah,
You no longer have to cover your tattoos by the cute little bunny suit that you are, issued.
Right. Very cool. So for those of you who have heard me talk about modeling, you hear me talk a lot about maybe in a negative form, the erotic side of modeling. Now, let me be very clear, and Jade and I are very clear. Jade is an erotic and nude boudoir. That is her niche and her specialty as far as modeling goes. I incredibly have a high level of respect for Jade and how she chose to take that path, because she's doing it in a manner where she's staying true to who she is. She weighed all of the good, the bad, where I want to go, the avenues, and then she made her decision, all right? And then she's also making money doing so, all right? So that is the point, is that if you're going to do it, don't do it for free, which so many photographers are requesting that you do
all the time.
Is that something
you guys can all day charge if you're shooting nude? Don't send people nude pictures just because they ask for it. If they ask to see your figure, you know what? Even a picture of you in a bra and panty set, of you just standing there, is more than enough.
And in our panel discussion today, we're going to talk a little bit about the good, the bad of Jade's modeling genre, and some things maybe that she has dealt with that have, that she shouldn't have had to deal with, but some things that come along with that niche of modeling. Okay, Jade, before we head out, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can go follow you, your SG handle, all that good stuff.
So if you guys are looking for me on Suicide Girls, it is strictly Jade Stoner, but on everywhere else, it is Jade Stoner _SGH. I do have in all my links that has all my social platforms on it, and that is allmylinks.com/Jade Stoner.
Very good. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to do more boot camps with you. And Jade and I, you may see some more of her, because we're going to talk maybe about her joining the team as an in-house model. So, all right, stay tuned right here. Make sure you, of course, tune into all the other episodes on Artists United Network, and check out our sponsors. We will be right back.